So if you are extracting DNA, you'll often check that you've got DNA extracted using gel electrophoresis. So I'll just show you how to make up the gel. I'm going to make up a 1% gel. So firstly, I've measured out, I'm going to make 50 mils and it's a 1%. So I've weighed out 0.5 grams of the agarose powder. And I'll just put that into a conical flask. And then I've also measured out 50 milliliters of my diluted TAE buffer stock. So add that. I can put these out of the way now. So now you can see a sort of cloudy solution with the agarose crystals at the bottom. So I'll just give it a gentle swirl and add it onto the hot plate. And just start to heat it. So when making up a gel, I don't want it to boil, but I want it to get to the point that the crystals are no longer visible. So just move the camera so you can still see the crystals are visible in the bottom, and I'm looking for that to actually become clear. So this can take a couple of minutes for it to heat up. So once it's been heated, you've got to make sure it doesn't boil, but it will then become sort of colorless. At this point, you can leave it sitting for a few minutes, but I'm going to pour it directly. So just put on a heat-proof glove. And then it's easier to pour a gel if you go in from one corner. And try to do it very, very slowly. The aim is to make sure that you don't get any air bubbles. I'm actually gonna move the camera closer. And I'm looking to go to the depth of where the well holes are on the comb. So that is enough. So I still have a little bit of gel left at this point. And just check your gel so there's no air bubbles. If there are air bubbles, you can just give a gentle tap with the hand to try and remove them. And I will then leave the agarose gel exactly where it is and try to make sure that it's in an area that won't be bumped, and I'll leave it to set. That can take about 30 minutes, sometimes a bit longer depending on the heat of the room. And it's a good idea to immediately dispose of your excess agarose gel before it solidifies in the conical flask, because it's hard to get out. That's how you pour a gel for gel electrophoresis.